Take a child pose, knees apart, feet together. Now walk your hands back, make your fingers into tarantulas, and look up. Press into your hands and make the shoulders roll back and come into the sockets. And you can even lift your chin and take your chin to the floor so that the upper back is moving in towards the spine. Take another breath. Put your hands down. Downward dog. Have your feet to the hip width distance. Lift those sit bones up. Bring your feet together, look between your hands, step or jump, Uttanasana. Hips over heels. Take a breath, exhale, bend the elbows, let the trunk come in. Inhale, flat back, look up, take your shoulders back. Make the tops of the thighs strong. And then bring the hips over the heels. Take another breath, take your buttocks to your heels. Lift your arms, Utkatasana. Squat. Lift the chest. Pull the ribs in. And come up. Hands to heart center. Let's go again. Inhale, arms up, look up, reach back. Quadriceps, lifting, thighs lifting, legs are strong. Hit the thighs back. Hit the tops of the thighs back. Take a breath, inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Now, in this Uttanasana, I want you to take your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your hands to the floor. If they don't reach the floor, grab your blocks. Now, push the floor towards the feet to make the torso move away from the feet. And to make the back flat. We want to pull those shoulders back and look up. Make the shoulders wide. And then lift the thighs again. Breathe. Keeping those legs wide, bend the elbows, lengthen the trunk down as the abdomen comes through. Now you're going to bend your knees, grab your toes. Straighten your legs. Roll your biceps out, look up. Hips over heels. Hold and breathe, shoulders wide. Pull, push down on your toes, lengthen. Exhale, bend the elbows, let that trunk come down. The sit bones are wide, the heels are moving out away from each other. Straighten your arms, look forward. Bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale, come up. All right, now we're going to go to Padahastasana. So your feet aren't going to be as wide as the mat, they're going to be hip width distance. Now, if you're pregnant or if you're on your period, take your feet as wide as the mat. Quadriceps are still lifting. We're going to inhale, look up from here. Sternum is lifting, chest is lifting, the shoulders are back. Exhale, lengthen. The back bend is up here, not down here, up here. So lengthen, look up. You're going to bend your knees, lift the soles of your feet, step on your hands. Walk your toes all the way to your wrists. If you can't reach your feet, Use your blocks. Once here, straighten the legs. Press your big toes down into the wrist. And get rid of the fear that you're going to fall over. But we want the buttocks to come forward towards the head, not towards the heels. Take another breath. Bend those elbows. Pull your abdomen in and up. And come down a little lower. Bend your knees. Put your hands flat on the floor if you can. Not use those blocks. Now bring the hips again over the heels. Look up. Give yourself that concave back. Sit bones are lifting up. Hips are over heels. Take another breath. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reverse. Come all the way up, lift your arms up. Reach back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up, look up. Reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look up. Exhale, hands to the floor. All right, now you're going to step your feet wide. So you're going to turn towards the middle of your mat. It's a Prasarita Padottanasana. So your feet are going to be wide. So separate your feet as wide as your wrists. Put your hands on your hips. From the back of the armpit to the front of the armpit, open the chest. Keep it there. Keep it lengthened. Now, you're going to take your hands to your buttocks. All right, so not your upper hips, not your thighs, but your buttocks. It's your body, it's you, okay? So I want you to take your hands to your buttocks. And I want you to start pushing them forward. So you're kind of giving a little pump. You're taking the tailbone down and in, down and in. So it's a little bit harder to pump forward with the thighs wide, but do that here. About 3 or 4 more times. Feel the chest open. Now inhale, look up. Shoulders back. Look up. Thighs lifting. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Look forward. Come forward. Bring your hands onto the floor. You can bring your hands onto blocks or on the floor in front of you. If their fingers are on the floor in front of you, bring your fingers in line with your toes. If you can keep your back flat. If not, that's where the blocks come in handy. So again, we want that tailbone to change direction. So right now, it's kind of flat. But I want the top of my tailbone to come down as the bottom part of it lifts up. Like a little twerking motion. So it's lifting up and you're looking up. Shoulders are wide, concave back, hips over heels. Hips over heels, concave back. Stay here. Shoulders wide. Concave back. Hips are still lifting. When you're ready, bend your elbows, let your head come down. Bring those hips over the heels, shoulders towards the ears. Take another breath, straighten your arms, look up, hips over heels, shoulders back. Make that tailbone move direction with a concave back. Now bring your feet a little bit closer together. Bring your hands to your thighs, straighten your arms, come up. Step or jump your feet back together. Come back to the middle of your mat. Inhale, lift your arms, reach up, reach back. Exhale, hold. Inhale, flat back, look up, shoulders back. Exhale, hands to the floor. We're going into downward dog. Adho Mukha. 10 fingers open. Press into the hands, make the armpits chase the backs of the knees. So my right armpit is going to chase my right knee. My left armpit is going to chase my left knee. So make your right armpit chase your right knee. Make your left armpit chase your left knee. Then make them both go at the same time. Now lift your toes. Head is moving towards the floor. Tops of the thighs are moving back and up. Straighten your arms. Now you're going to bring your feet together. Look between your hands. Bend your knees and step your right foot between your hands. Bring your left knee down. Untuck your back foot. Now, we're going to fold forward, or we're going to come forward, but as we do, we want the heel to be closer towards the thigh or towards the hip. The knee is going to go past the ankle. So the knee is going to go past the ankle. And see if you can bring that heel down. This heel down. Now the other foot, the heel, the knee, and the thigh in alignment. You can use your blocks for balance on the sides of you. Or you can bring your hands to your thigh and look up. And then really look up. Hold. 2, come forward more. As Abhijata says, maximum do. Take another breath, bring your hands back down, switch legs. You can leave the back foot tucked if you want to, if it's better for you, or untuck. The heel is going to come closer towards the buttock, as long as it stays on the floor. Now look up. Shoulders wide. Hands to your knee, thigh. Shoulders wide. Look up. Hold and breathe. 2, 1. Bring your hands down. Switch legs. So that heel stays on the floor. And it's coming in more towards your body. Back foot untucks. You can even lift yourself up, slide back a little more. Look forward. Bring your hand to your shin or your knee, lift your chest. Hold and breathe. Now that tailbone earlier, I was talking about tucking it under. So tuck it down and under as you lift your sternum up. So that's going down and away, and this is coming up and back. And look up. 2, 1. Come back down. Switch legs. Heels moving towards the floor. Tops of the thighs. What are they doing? Moving back and lifting up. Bring your feet together, step or jump between your hands. Exhale, bend those elbows. Inhale, come all the way back up, lift your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, now we're going to go into Parsvottanasana. Grab your blocks. So just have them there. Step your left foot back, your right foot forward. Now, I want you to think about the roots of the thighs, how they're going back. And this middle edge of this back leg is rolling in. So this part of your leg is rolling in. Pressing into your front big toe, make that hip move back. Put your hands on your hips. Now, we're going to leave those blocks there for right now. Don't even worry about them. From your upper middle back and from your sternum bone, lift it up. Take your tailbone down to make your sternum lift up higher. Take that tailbone down to make your sternum reach up and back. Now, look up. You can keep your hands on your hips. Actually, you can take your hands to your buttocks. Push them down. Pull them down as the head reaches back. Look up, look behind you. Now, don't let your thighs loose. Lift them up. Hold it. Shoulders back, elbows back. 3. Maybe smile. 2. 1. Look back forward. Put your hands on your hips. Switch feet. So the inner leg on that back leg needs to roll in. Press into that front big toe, make that hip move back. Put your hands on your hips. Actually, put them on your buttocks. They're yours. So we're gonna press into the feet, lift those thighs. The thighs are hitting back. Take the buttocks down to lift the chest, lift the sternum. Make this coil under so this opens up. As you lift the chest, lift back. Hold it and breathe. Go back. 2. And 1. Look back forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Step your back foot forward. All right, now we're going to go into the full warrior 1 pose. So come to the middle of your mat, face the camera, bring your feet together, bring your arms up, bend your knees, step or jump your feet wide. Bring your back toes in, turn your whole torso towards the opposite side. So the same thing that we were doing with that back leg, right? We're hitting it back, but we want that inner part to roll in. The inner thigh is rolling in. Take a breath. Keep pressing that back thigh down, and then bend your front knee. Bring the knee over the ankle. Bend it. That tailbone is tucking under, right? It's tucking in. Both shoulders are back. This back thigh doesn't bend. Hit it up. Now, if you're on your period, you can always go to the first pose that we just did with the legs straight. If not, stay here, take your arms up. Roll your biceps in, come down. Hit that back thigh up, look up. Open up, hold it. Bend your knee, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your leg. Come back to the middle. You can bring your hands to your hips for a second. Take a breath. Bring your back toes in, turn your whole torso the opposite direction. Remember, this front inner thigh is rolling down and in. And the top of the thigh, the root of the thigh, the way you were in downward dog, I said, what did I say? Hit it back and up. Keep it there. Now the front leg, keep that hip back, take a breath, bend your knee over your ankle, even if you need to slide your foot forward. Both shoulders back. Back thigh lifting. Stay here. When you're ready, take your arms up. Roll those biceps in, come down. When you're ready, look up. Tailbone in, chest looks higher. 3, 2, 1. Straighten your leg. Come back to the middle. Bring your hands back, bend your knees. Zipper jump. All right, now we're going to Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose. So you can have your block on the right side of your mat. Is everyone's lower back feeling okay? Take your arm above your head and reach your arm back above behind your ear. Now we're looking forward with your head on straight. I want you to take your head back. Reach your head back and then bring your buttocks in. Reach your head back like you're trying to take your head back towards your buttocks. Reach back. Reach. Open. Lengthen. 2, 1. Straighten your arm. Straighten your leg. Bring that foot in. Switch sides. Okay, I had you take your hand to the outside. I want you to take your hand to the inside this time. And see if there's a difference. You feel a difference. All right, so you're going to bend the knee. Take the forearm to the thigh. Make that thigh parallel to the floor and push it back. Remember, this hip, we want it to stay back. Your top arm can come up here. Or bring the side of the torso onto the thigh and bring your hand to the floor. Make the side of the body one long line of energy, unbroken energy. So bring that hand in the front this time. Pull those ribs in. Push the knee back. Push the knee back more. Take your arm up and over. Now take your head back. You're looking straight ahead, but take your head back. Open up your chest, back bend. Buttocks coming in, head is open, going back. Head is going back towards the buttocks. Head back, head back, head back. Back straight ahead, straighten your leg, turn your foot in, bring your hands back, step or jump. So did you guys notice the difference between having the hand in the front of the leg or behind the leg?
In the front, you could pull your knee back a little more.
Okay, very good. So we're going to do the same thing each side. All right, so remember, the head is arching back. The knee is moving towards the head. All right, let's go. Bring your feet together. Take your arms up. Bend your knees, step or jump your feet wide. Bring your left toes in, right leg out. But keep your left shoulder back. Do it again. This is what I saw. Okay, don't be dull in your poses. So the back toes come in, the opposite leg comes out, the shoulder doesn't move. Don't move what doesn't need to be moved. Don't move what doesn't need to be disturbed. And then bend your knee. Keep that shoulder back. Bend that knee away from the midline. Come down. Bring your hand onto your thigh or bring it onto the floor in front of your foot. Now, with your arm, back of your bicep, push that thigh back. Push your knee back. Now look straight ahead. Take your top arm up and back. Now, take your head back towards your buttock. Reach back, take your head back, head back, head back, head back. Open up your chest, hold it, breathe. 2, knee back. And 1, inhale, come up. Straighten that leg. Bring your right toes in, left leg out. Don't let your right shoulder move. But bring those toes in, right toes in. More, Melissa. There you go. All right, now bend that left knee. Take your feet a little bit wider, maybe. Bring that left hand in front of the knee or thigh. Top arm comes up and over. All right, now, head back, head back. There you go. Reach. They're back extensions. 2. And 1. Come back to the middle. Come up and come to the front of your mat. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your arms up. Look up, reach up. Reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Take your feet as wide as the mat again. Now, have your hands under your shoulders. We want to get that concave back again. So the tops of the thighs are going back and up, back and up. The buttocks are rolling towards the head. And I'm going to press into my hands, straighten my arms, and look up. If you need to use the blocks, you use the blocks to help keep the back straight. Take a breath. Push those blocks back. Make your tailbone, make your belly, your navel move forward. The sides of the navel are even moving. Lengthen. Sit bones up. Hips over heels. Heels moving away. Shoulders wide. Exhale. Bend those elbows. Lengthen. 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 Let the trunk come down. Take your right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Take your other hand to the hip and twist. Smile. Good morning. Switch sides. One more time, each side. Turn more. Other side. Keep the hips even. Turn. Come back. Bring your hands to your hips. Look up. Come up. All right, we're going to come down to the floor. You keep your knees bent or straight. So the block's going to be right where the bra strap would be. The other block is going to come behind the head. And palms can come up. All right, now bend your elbows out to the side. Let the armpits open. Hug the shoulders into the block. Release. Now take your arms above your head, thumbs to the floor. Lengthen the back of your neck. Straighten your arms. Bring your arms back. Turn the palms up. Now turn the palms down. We're going to press the backs of the arms into the floor and come up. All right, so now you're going to get your 2 blocks. We're going to use 2 blocks. Usually I use 1 on this pose. So my feet will come in towards my buttocks. I'll press the backs of my arms down and press into my feet, lift my hips. Take the blocks, put them side by side under my sit bones. You can wrap your arms around the base of the blocks, pull the shoulders back in. Now straighten your legs away from you. And press those toes down towards the floor. Now, that's the lowest block. You can take the blocks up higher. Well, actually, that was a little bit higher for me. I could probably take them all the way up. Catch the backs, and then straighten the legs. Shoulders back. If that's too much, you can always bend your knees. If that's too much, you can always bring the blocks back down. But if you're at the higher height, or whichever height you're at, press your big toes down into the floor. And then take your shoulders down towards the floor. Lift the hips. Remove the blocks. Come down. Now straighten your legs away from you. Straighten your arms away from you. Give yourself one long stretch. Straighten up your spine. Now bend your knees. Take your arms out to the side. Press into your feet. Take your hips over to your left. Bring your knees up to your chest. Keep the calves and the thighs touching as you turn, as you twist and take your knees towards that armpit. So the knees are coming down and the feet are going up. And then the belly is going to turn from the bottom to the top. You can even use your hand to move your belly, turn your ribs the opposite direction. Hold it. Shoulders down. 2, 1. Come back to the middle. Put your feet on the floor. Switch your hips. Bring your knees in. Take your knees towards the other armpit. Knees down, feet up, belly turning from bottom to top. Hold it. Breathe. Feet up, 2, 1. Come back to the middle. Put both feet down. All right, it is time for your Shavasana. So get your blanket for the back of your head. You can get a blanket for your belly. You can turn off the light. Palms are turned up. Armpits are a little bit open. Back of the neck is soft. Good morning to you. Throat is soft. Face is calm. Your eyes are wide. Your cheeks are wide. Your shoulders are wide. Pull those shoulder blades back in just a little bit and then come back down. If your lower back is bothering you, you can always bend your knees. Let your knees come in towards each other and touch, feet out. Or you can keep your legs straight. I want you to think about one thing you want to accomplish today. One thing. It could be something that you've been wanting to do forever. It could be something that you just thought you wanted to do right now. It could be something proactive for work. It could be something physical for your body. It could be you meant to tell someone that you care about that you love them. It could be an old friend that you miss that you haven't talked to in a long time. You're going to call them today because they've been on your heart. Just pick one thing that you're going to do today for you. Once you've thought it, make it up in your mind that you're going to do it. Smile and breathe. All right, start to move your hands, your feet. Give yourself a stretch. And then bend your knees. When you're ready, roll over to your side. Turn your torso